to my channel. So today I'm going to do this ponytail that I've been wearing lately. So my hair is already in a stretched state. I did not stretch this using heat. I just stretched it by pulling my hair back, putting it in some pigtails while it dries. And then this is the end result. I didn't blow dry it or anything like that. So for this style, it's going to be a long pony in the back. And for this style, I am using Xpression's hair. And I've already sectioned mine into the sections that I'm going to use for this hairstyle. Just 3 little sections that I'm going to use. I like to pre-section it so that, you know, while I'm working, I don't have to keep stopping and starting. So let me go ahead and grab the star of the show, which is going to be Eco Styler Gel. I like using the gel when I've had my hair stretched like this because it gives it just a very natural look without too many waves, which would occur if I did not stretch my hair. So right now I'm using like quite a bit of this Eco Styler Gel. You'll see me looking to the right because my mirror is over here, so make sure I'm placing everything where I need to place it. I'm going to leave a bit of baby hair out for this look, or tendrils, I guess you would say, little tendrils. I am going to leave a little bit of baby hair out, but not too much at the top. My little tendril out. And just rub this through the back. So it's very important to me to make sure that I am not pulling on my edges when I'm doing these styles. So I alternate my parting area and everything and make sure that I don't, you know, pull it too tight when I'm styling. I think this is the Felicia Atwood brush. Or hold on. Felicia some Leatherwood, sorry. Leatherwood brush. I love this brush for detangling my hair and for smoothing styles like this, because it does not rip at my hair. If you see me like just reaching through the bag, I have all of my products like back in the back of me on a little table. So I just trying to make it easier for myself. Let me get the back a little bit more here. Making sure everything is smoothed down. All right, let me grab my hair tie that I'm going to use. Get it out, but this is the hair tie that I'm going to use. I love these hair ties. I will link it in the description. But it's really good because a lot of times my hair, since it's so thick, it gets caught in the rubber band as I'm trying to loop it around, and this just sort of keeps that issue from occurring. I can get it tight without snatching my hair through repeatedly. I always got to focus on these because these clasps are a little tricky. So, all right. So now I have the top part of my hair smooth. Now I'm going to go over it with Got2b just to make sure that it stays just how I like it. I use just a little bit of this, but it does really help to seal the deal. All right, so I'm going to put my scarf on for a little while and allow that to dry. And, well, not just dry completely, but set. And then I will come back and show you how I install the braid. So I just put on some wrap strips so I can keep everything laying flat here. And you see my ponytail right here in the back. So right now I'm going to use some of this Gorilla Glue as I install the braid. I love this. It doesn't wave my hair up, so it can keep it the same texture as the braid hair. And it does a really good job at holding. So I'm gonna take a nice bit of this Gorilla Snot here. That's what I meant. Alright. And I'm just like rubbing that through my hair. Let me get these out of the way because I know these are going to be a pain. I'll twist these and get these out of the way so that they do not disturb me. I'm trying to put this braid in. Now, before I put all this in, I have prepped my hair. All right, you're all ready. So before I put all of this in, I did prep my hair with my homemade Chebe oil. I had some leave-in. I used Aunt Jackie's leave-in, and I used my own Chebe oil for this, so that I can make sure that my hair does not get dried out as I am installing this. So, I don't know if you can see here, but I have split my hair into 3. And I have this just draped over here. And I put it under here, grab a piece of the hair. Oh, sorry. That's not how I start this. First I started with my own braid, right? Yeah. That makes it easier. And it makes it look more natural before you add your own hair in. So I just started it. With my own braid here. And I just do just one little braid. Then I add this hair in. And I start to braid again. And I'm doing this as tight as I can do it. And now I'm going to grab another piece of hair. I'm going to grab this piece of hair here and continue doing the same thing. I'm putting it under my middle finger and then grabbing that piece of hair that I was working with, and I go under and continue to braid and hold. I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more of the Gorilla Glue so that everything is blending as I go down. Now this hair will tangle, so you want to run your hands through it every so often. And I would suggest that you keep your hands behind your head as much as you possibly can when you're braiding. Your hands will get tired. I'm going to grab my third piece of hair here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just tuck it under my middle finger. Reach back up to that top piece of hair. And then I'm grabbing for the under piece of hair. And continuing. Now your hands will be getting tired, so now as my hands are getting really tired here, I'm going to bring this around to the front and still just try to keep my same braiding pattern, because when you pull it around to the front, sometimes, you know, your braids can flip. So I'm purposefully trying to keep the same braid pattern. Untangling this hair. I see that I'm getting near the bottom of where my hair stops, so I'm going to add some more of this Gorilla Snot here. On all three pieces of the braid. It's important that you work those tangles out at the bottom as much as you possibly can. Now I'm just continuing to braid as I... Now this is a pretty long braid. You can go, if you want it even longer, this is going to go probably like to the top of my butt, lower back area. But if you want it even longer, you just continue to add your braid pieces. If you want it shorter, then of course, you know, you don't have to continue to add hair as you go down. If your hair does get too tangled, you can just go through it with a brush at the end. Work your way from bottom up, just like you would with your own hair. And then continue to braid. Alright, and when you get to the end, you just secure it with a hair tie, or you can dip the ends if you want. I just really like to secure mine with a hair tie versus dipping the ends. All right, and so now just to keep this all uniform and flat, I'm going to wrap my ponytail in wrap strips as well. Now you can use hairspray or some sort of finishing spray before you wrap this if you want. I skipped that step today, but if you feel like you need just even more hold, then you know the Got to Be glue spray is good. Plus there's other sprays that you can use. So I just wrap this down all the way to where my hair ends. And then I just let this set for a while, and then I will come back with the finished product. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes and I allowed my hair to set. It's still not completely dry, but it's dry enough. And this is my braid. It's hard to get the whole thing in frame because it's very long here, but this to me is one of my favorite protective styles. Now at night, since this hair tie is removable, I take it off at night. So therefore I don't have to have this tension in my hair, and that works perfectly for me. I put a scarf on and it stays like this for over a week, even more, just depending on how you care for it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and just come back and visit my channel for more. Thanks.